I'm Dan Buman. I'm the General Manager of the Tarrant Regional Water District, and we are here today to talk about how important our water supplies are for the foundation of our entire community, which is growing at incredible rates. And we need to use our water efficiently and effectively to keep up with that growth.
And I'm Jenna Covington, Executive Director for North Texas Municipal Water District. We're also experiencing tremendous growth, and we're glad you're here with us today so we can talk more about how we can all use water wisely across the region to meet our needs today and tomorrow.
So at Tarrant Regional Water District, we supply water across 11 counties, including Tarrant County, which is the home of Fort Worth. We serve 2.5 million people. We have 4 reservoirs that we own and operate and manage, and we have 3 others that we use water supply in. And our entire mission is to supply water to the people in that 11 county area, but we do it in partnership with many cities, many water providers that clean and treat that water and deliver it to homes.
And at North Texas Municipal Water District, we serve communities across the northern and eastern side of the DFW Metroplex, serving around 2.3 million folks today in a very fast-growing, thriving part of our region. We provide safe drinking water, wastewater services, and solid waste services to communities touching 10 different counties here in North Texas. Keeping up with the growth is the biggest challenge that we have in the water sector here in North Texas. Today, between our 2 organizations, we serve over 5 million North Texans, and we're looking at that service population to double in our planning horizon. And these water supplies that we make use of today, around 90% of folks in North Texas receive their water from reservoirs. And these projects take decades to develop. We're very thankful to have Bodark Lake online today. We began talking about Bodark Lake in the 80s. We began the permitting of it in the 2000s. It was a 15-year permitting process. And just in the last few years, we've been able to bring Bodark Lake online, the first major reservoir in the state of Texas in over 30 years. As we look to the future, it requires decades of planning to ensure that the fast growth here in North Texas has access to those safe and reliable water sources, and we can continue to have the Texas miracle happen right here in North Texas.
You know, we talk about the Texas miracle. It's interesting as we look back on history, and everybody loves the existence of the current reservoirs. They are, a boon to economic development. They're obviously built for water supply. We see flood control in those reservoirs. Recreation is a major component of them. But they certainly are challenging to build, as Jenna described, going forward. The other challenge we have is, if you look at the Trinity River, which is the basis for our service, the Trinity River is essentially fully allocated, fully tapped. There is not additional water we can develop out of that water supply, which means we have to go farther and farther afield to supply that growth.
As we look to the future, there's definitely additional water supply projects that will be needed to meet our region's long-term growth needs. However, our first and cheapest source of supply is water conservation. That's what brings us all here today, is to continue to make positive progress forward in how we're using water across the region. So over the last few decades, as our organizations have been putting a lot of emphasis on water conservation, we've seen some really positive progress. The amount of water that people are using on a per capita basis today is about 30% less than it was just a few decades ago.
As we look at water conservation, there is not one way to conserve water on the western side of the Metroplex and a different way to conserve it on the northeastern side of the Metroplex. It is one idea that everybody has to be involved in, from developers to individual home buyers to the people who adjust the settings on their sprinkler control. Everybody has to be part of conserving water. And it just makes sense for us to do it together because it's the same message across the region.
So we want input from many, many different perspectives to inform where it makes sense that we partner together to implement conservation measures across the region as a whole.
We've seen great progress in pricing structures, in ordinances, in education. So everything from requirements to pricing to education. And we want to explore each of those even further and get your input as to what would work the best.
Whether you're working with a city or a community or you're a landscaper or all kinds of different folks, we need input from everybody to really figure out where we need to head.
We need new ideas, we need innovative approaches, we need diversity of not only input, but of implementation. So that requires that we listen to you, and so we hope that you will participate.
Water conservation is essential for our future. We must be able to demonstrate that we're using water wisely in order to ensure that we're meeting the region's needs for generations to come. So by making best use of the resources we have available to us today, we're able to minimize the rate increases of tomorrow.
New water supplies are challenging to develop. We have fully developed the amount of water available in the Trinity River Basin where we all live. And so developing new sources of water is more expensive, it's very challenging, and conservation is without a doubt the cheapest, most effective, easiest way of ensuring our water future.